Okay, so this week's a massive week for tech earnings, especially for the Mag 7. Wednesday really kicking it off. You have Microsoft, Alphabet, and Meta. And then Thursday you have Apple and Amazon. So Wednesday is the day that I'm looking at the most because I own Meta and I just bought Alphabet. So actually sold some Amazon, which reports a day later, and bought Alphabet because I think Alphabet's has a pretty big upside, at least from what I'm hearing on CNBC. I got to do a little bit more research, but they tend to do really, really well. I sold Amazon to buy Alphabet in hopes that, an expectation that it's going to do well, go up, and then I can make a decision. Do I want to take that profit and then buy back into Amazon if I think Amazon's going to crush? That's one option. I might just let it ride because I've been wanting to get an Alphabet for a while, and it had done okay, and it's done pretty well compared to others, but I just had other investments doing better. And that's the really hard part about investing is when you have stocks performing even better than some of these really good stocks, it's like, at what point do I sell something making, let's say, 70, 80% return to buy something that's quote unquote only making, let's say, 40% return? Now, in any given world, I'd be happy with 20% return, but you can kind of understand it's kind of this called opportunity cost. Do I believe that the upside in Alphabet is going to be so much larger than I think the upside of Amazon is going to be the next day? I think so. And that's kind of what I'm going to do. So again, this is how I invest. This is what I'm doing. This is not investing advice. It's just I'm sharing what I'm feeling this week, what I'm planning on doing, what I've already done. And again, I sold this morning a portion of my Amazon, bought Alphabet. They're basically the same price. I think Alphabet was a little bit more expensive. I think Alphabet's going to do better on earnings than maybe Amazon. But you know, Amazon's always like a freaking wild card. They can go and show they can miss, even though they could technically show a profit because they're investing. So it's always been one of those ones that you just got to be in for the ride because they may miss earnings 3 times in a row and then hit it based on what they choose to spend money on. And next thing you know, it goes up 40%. And this is why you don't try to time the market. So that's what I'm thinking this week. There'll be more coming, but Wednesday's the day. At least for me, I'll be glued to the freaking TV all day to see the run up, and then of course right after when the market closes and the earnings come out. Good luck this week. If you haven't been investing, do your research. This might be a time to get in because I think it's going to take off again.